So everything from embarkation was perfect with her and with my entire group. I brought 41 people on board and every single person had a very easy time. And all of my past cruisers, people who have cruised before and really knew how it is to get on a Caribbean cruise, say, just were dumbfounded at how awesome and easy it was to get on board the Pride of America. It was wonderful. So we get on board the Pride of America and they have more entertainment inside, and it was more luau and Hawaiian hula dancers. They had more themed entertainment, and then when you finally were able to get into your cabin, the cabins were themed too. The cabins were just beautiful. They looked like surfboards were in there and the waves, and everything was just really truly beautiful. I had a balcony cabin and I was on deck 7. It was a great location. I really, really loved my location. I was midship, a little bit forward. It was perfect for us. The only thing that I did not love about my cabin was the balcony, the bars on the balcony. Some of the balconies on different ships have a plexiglass. And again, I traveled with a 2-year-old. So traveling with a 2-year-old, I'm a mom that's a little bit nervous and worried. And traveling with my daughter Aurora was a little bit difficult because I wouldn't let her out on this balcony. The bars between the balcony were quite large. Her entire head could have fit out of the bars. So we did not use our balcony very much. So that's the only negative to our cabin that I had. And rooms on the ship are always small. There wasn't enough storage, but I'm an overpacker. There's never enough storage for me anyway. In general, though, the ship was truly beautiful. It's an older ship. She's an older ship, but she was refurbished in the last probably 3-4 years, and you can tell she's beautiful. She's truly a beautiful ship. So the Pride of America is just truly spectacular. So the first day we stopped in Maui, and Maui is where we did the Road to Hana tour. And I highly recommend taking this tour. It's an 8-hour tour that you go in small vehicles. We went in a 15-passenger vehicle on this one, and it has over 117 curves in the road, and you saw rainbow trees, and you saw these beautiful flowers, and you go through the rainforest, and it's just breathtaking. It's gorgeous. You saw so many plants and so many waterfalls and so many twists and turns and curves, and we learned a ton of history. So that was truly probably my favorite tour on the entire trip, the Road to Hana. So that is definitely something I highly recommend to people. But you're in a vehicle for a very long time. You get out often. You take a lot of pictures and you get to walk around a good bit. I booked our shore excursion through a company called Shore Trips, and we did customize it a little bit to make sure that our group could all go together specifically. So I did that, and it was great. I had a woman named Joy at Shore Trips, and she was seriously an angel to me. She was a saving grace to me because I didn't know a lot about Hawaii. I've never been before. But that's what's so great about us is we work with partners that are literally like having an extension of your body. She was literally my right hand on this trip. I called Joy at the drop of a hat for anything, and she helped me. So one of the best things about working with a travel agent is they have people in their back pockets that can help you with your vacation because we know people. We have people who can help us. So Joy was truthfully a joy to work with. Um, we did that, the Road to Hannah tour. And then the next day we went on to Lahaina. And Lahaina, because we had an overnight on this ship, which most Caribbean cruisers or Alaskan cruisers realize, like, you don't get overnights a lot of places. But in Hawaii, you got overnights. So we went to the whaling village of Lahaina, as well as Helekalea National Park. So if you realize this, 2016 is the year of, it's the centennial anniversary of national parks. And Hawaii has some really cool national parks. So we got the opportunity to go to some national parks while we were on this trip, which was awesome. But Helekalea National Park was a bit like going to Mars or the moon. Really interesting. They had these things called silver swords, and their plants, just totally weird. It was all rocky and totally unlike the greenery that we saw the day before. It was like being on a totally different planet. And they actually say that NASA goes and does some of their practice runs there. Very interesting, extremely interesting place to go. And then, like I said, we went to Lahaina, which is Whaling Village, and it was the 4th of July that day, so it was a really great day to go. They had a little craft and festival going on, and we went to a really spectacular place to eat. It was probably my favorite meal along the whole trip. And we just had a really great time. It was nice, relaxed. We went with some friends who rented a car while they were on the trip, so that was really nice. And then we made our way on to the Big Island. And in the Big Island, we went to Hilo and Kona. So Hilo was the first portion of the island that we stopped at. And we went to Volcanoes National Park. And in Volcanoes National Park, we got the opportunity to walk through a lava tube. And the lava tube, most people think a lava tube we would see would be small and that we would look into the lava tube. But this lava tube was massive. We were able to walk through this whole thing. You can actually see my door frame right here. This lava tube was about as tall as my door frame. My 6'4" husband could walk through the lava tube without needing to bend over, without needing to duck his head one bit. It was wonderful. It was a really cool experience. And of course, we got to go see steam vents where the heat rises and the steam comes up from the volcanoes, and we just got to go see tons of different views from Volcanoes National Park. We hiked a good bit and we really got to walk all around. And then the next day we went on to Kona. Now Kona's the other side of the Big Island, and we did a city tour there, and we actually hired our guide who was the Volcanoes National Park guide to meet us in Kona the next day. So that was a really great experience for us, and he toured us around Kona, and it was nice. We went to a park, and we got just a really nice laid back and relaxed tour with that. We also did get the opportunity to get to a black sand beach that had not only black sand, but black sand and green sand. And the green sand is peridot. Now, I'm born in August, and my birthstone's peridot. So I have these wonderful pictures of peridot inside of my inside of the black sand, so that's really neat. There are full green sand beaches as well in Hawaii on the Big Island, but we didn't bother going to just a green sand beach. We did go to black sand beaches and then the black and green mixture. But there's tons of opportunities to go see, and hiking especially. If you're into hiking, there's a lot to do for you. So from there, we went Hilo, Kona, and then we went on to our last island where we went to visit Waimea Canyon. And Waimea Canyon is like the Grand Canyon of the Pacific, the Grand Canyon of the Hawaiian Islands. This was breathtaking. It was on the island of Kauai, and Kauai is the Garden Isle. And it's where you see the Nepali coast. So when you see those beautiful picturesque landscape views of Hawaii, it is with the Nepali coast in it. And truthfully, I could not tell you, Kauai is the most beautiful island to me. It's just breathtaking. And Waimea Canyon is beautiful. There's so many places to go hike. There's so many places to go walking. There's so many lookout points. It's truthfully just a spectacular place to go. So I highly recommend, if you are going to Kauai, to go to you're gonna probably see it anyway because it's huge, it's massive, and it covers so much area. But I highly recommend taking a tour and hiking some of Waimea Canyon. It's just beautiful. So that was my Hawaiian adventure in a nutshell. If you're interested in more information on what I did and what my group did while we were in Hawaii and in the Hawaiian Islands, I'll be happy to help you, as well as anybody on my team at Roseborough Travel will be more than happy to help you plan the Hawaiian getaway of your dreams. Thanks for watching me. Again, I'm Amanda at Roseborough Travel.